Hi, I'm Paul Eller. I'm the head of production for Marvel Rivals.
Hi everybody, I'm Thad Sasser. I'm game director on Marvel Rivals.
Hi everyone, I'm Danny Koo, executive producer from Marvel Games.
Alright, so first off, Analytic Dreamz video on Spotify to see the video along with the audio, because let me tell you something. Whoever Shaq News Entertainment is, or Shaq News Interviews, go follow him right here, because let me tell you something. He asked the most hard-hitting questions that we want to know about Marvel Rivals. And why do I say that? Well, just take a listen to this.
And I mean this in a good way, but what do you say to the person who's looking at this right now, the gameplay of the trailer, and just saying it's just Marvel Overwatch? Like, what would you say to that person?
I would say that while Overwatch is probably one of the bigger games in the genre, we are definitely bringing something to this play area that we think is completely different to everything else. We have, of course, the iconic Marvel characters, the heroes. We have the destructible environments. We have the team matchups. All of those things, I think, differentiate us from other games within this genre. And I think that is an important thing, and is why we should be set aside from those other games.
All right, the reason why I said that he is asking the hard-hitting questions, because if you don't know the recent drama surrounding Marvel Rivals, it's very apparent that the creators involved did not want content creators to have subjective negative reviews. Literally, that was the wording in the contract. And after receiving negative feedback because of the wording and the contract, because imagine you go to play test a game, and then in the contract that you sign, you find out that the wording says it says no subjective negative reviews. Very broad, right? So basically, they don't want you to critique the game. And one of the things that was also in the contract that I'm not seeing right here, but I know from like listening to people who went to the play test, basically they said do not compare it to other games that is similar in nature, like a Overwatch. Literally, that's what it said in the contract. And so for him to start off this interview with, and these are the, like, listen to these names again. These are not like just random people who working on the game. These are like the head people.
Hi, I'm Paul Eller. I'm the head of production for Marvel Rivals.
Hi everybody, I'm Thad Sasser. I'm game director on Marvel Rivals.
Hi everyone, I'm Danny Koo, executive producer from Marvel Games.
So if you listen to those names, the positions that they are holding, I mean, it's pretty easy to tell that you're not talking to just some random person who's behind the scenes, right? You're talking to the head of these of this game and asking the direct questions that they tried their hardest to get around. Because if you don't know, once so much feedback came out, the negative response to the contract being, the contract terms being talked about, NetEase, which is a developer of Marvel Rivals, came out, apologized, and revised the contract to be less restrictive. And now they actively encourage creators to share their honest thoughts and criticisms as they play. That's why it's very essential to keep the open dialogue while also creating content. Because if there's somebody out there who's listening to your first test of the game impressions, but they don't know that you can't critique it, then they're gonna call you all sorts of names, and when all actuality is not even your fault. So I'm glad that the content creators came together and banded together to even talk about this game and basically give NetEase, which is the Marvel Rivals developers, some pushback, because Lord knows they would have just kept going with it if not for the pushback. So I'm glad that we get this open dialogue landscape now to openly talk about the game, which, to bring it full circle, is why I said the Shaq News not coming at them, but basically asking them the one question that they intentionally tried to avoid. It was very interesting how they handled that whole situation, because obviously that's the reason why they put that whole no subjective negative reviews clause in the contract in the first place. So anyways, with 5 minutes of explaining that, let's get into the actual beta announcement, because there's some big things coming with the beta. One of them being that the closed beta starts July 23rd at 6 p.m. Eastern and ends on August 6th at 3 a.m. Eastern. And PS5/Xbox Series X signups are live right now. And also, the Steam signups starts on July 20th at 6 p.m. Eastern, 48 hours before the test starts. So console codes will roll out daily from now until the closed beta starts. Events, tournaments, live streams will be announced in July. Similar to the closed alpha, there will be additional opportunities for codes beyond the questionnaire above the Steam sign up. So if you're a content creator, I would definitely try to sign up for a code. It's really not as complex as some content creators think, like as far as getting a closed beta code. People think it's some Illuminati meeting, when in all actuality, you just got to follow the people who create the game and make sure to sign up when they tell you to sign up so you don't get left out. So with that being said, some of the other things I wanted to get into besides the closed beta details was... No. Actually, I want to get into more beta news. So console only crossplay. So sorry, PC players. Pick/ban system, cross progression, and 5 times the amount of participants will be invited to the closed beta than the closed alpha. Servers in North America, Europe, Asia, closed alpha. The closed alpha was US only, but now it's going to be North America, Europe, and Asia. Choose the server you will want to play in. Cross-region play will be supported in closed beta through latency, though latency may suffer. The server ticket rate is increased to 60. Support for 9 languages: English, German, French, Italian, Spanish, Brazilian, Portuguese, Japanese, Korean, and traditional Chinese. Venom. He is confirmed to be a Vanguard, and Adam Warlock is a Strategist. I'm going to get into the overview in a second, but right now I'm just talking to my Marvel rival sweats. So anyways, Shin Shibuya, how you say that? Shin Shibuya, there we go, will also be updated to support the new thematic environmental destruction feature shown off in the latest trailer of Spider Island, where the spider bots work to keep certain structures in place after they are destroyed. That's a very interesting mechanic, because one of the biggest things, which I don't even think the developer said, but he vaguely said we bring different stuff than Overwatch, like obviously the similarities. But one of the things I think they should harp on is the environmental destruction, because I think that's very Battlefield-esque, which separates them from Overwatch, because I believe Overwatch doesn't have any environmental destruction. So the way that happens and the way that impacts the gameplay, I think the developers should harp on that more. Even though he did say they have unique things that make it stand out from Overwatch, I think he should get into specifics so people don't think he's just like bluffing or just giving them word salad. So anyways, various effects and HUD elements have been enhanced to improve hit and impact feedback, as well as to increase player situational awareness. Then we have a balance update. I think, from what I've heard, I think it was Scarlet Witch or Star-Lord. One of those was like broken or whatever, or maybe both of them was broken. But yeah, so maybe we'll see them get balance. And also, one of the things I kept hearing was that the Hulk is like straight out of the MCU, because he is not as strong as he should be. You know, they say strongest there is. Well, I don't know what MCU did to the Hulk, but ever since Infinity War, he's just never been the same. It's like he went out on a high in Ragnarok, and in Infinity War, they was like, let's just mess the whole character up. And ever since then, Hulk has never been the same. So apparently he's just like that in this game, just very soft and not hard hitting. So as far as the balance update, I'll probably see them buffing Hulk significantly. Anyways, comment selection Pick/ban system now active for the upper tiers of ranked play and for special events. Past lives, in parentheses, KO cam system implemented. Focus selection controller functionality updated. Friends list is now cross-platform. Crossplay seems to be locked on for casual mode, but can be toggled on or off in ranked. Console-only crossplay toggle will also be available on PS5/Xbox Series platforms, and then cross-progression teased, but definitely won't be up for closed beta. So that's all the nerdy news as far as the closed beta, because I wanted to talk to my Marvel Rival sweats first. Now let's get into the more casual gamer and what y'all want to know about the game. So basically, Marvel Rivals is developed by NetEase Games, right? It's coming out on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. The reason why I'm giving the overview second, after all the specific nerdy details, is because the beta, the closed beta, is going from July 23rd to August 5th. The actual game and the actual release date, I don't know if we've actually got a real release date for Marvel Rivals. Actually, let me see. Marvel Rivals release date. Like, I don't think we've received a release date. Yeah, they keep talking about beta dates confirmed. So yeah, it's really no release date for the game, because if they're talking about a beta, obviously that means that the game is still in under construction. You know, it's still in development. So we don't have an actual release date, I don't think, for the actual game yet. So that's why I'm doing this second. But anyways, it's a full roster, and the basis of the game is it's how do I put this? It differentiates itself from Overwatch, but it's basically Overwatch with Marvel characters. I'm sorry, but that's just how I gotta put it. The emphasis on unique abilities is a Marvel staple, because you have Spider-Man, Iron Man, like A-listers all around as far as the Marvel superheroes. It's not like one of those type of games where, oh, you can't use this character, you can't use that character. All characters on the table for Marvel Rivals. They're really trying to compete in a big way when it comes to Overwatch. So, yeah, expect Marvel's expansive universe and hero dynamics to be all throughout this game. So, that's basically it. Overwatch with Marvel characters. And, yeah, if you want to stay updated, make sure to follow the game's official social media channels and wish list on Steam for the latest news and updates. So yeah, with that being said, hopefully my Marvel Rival connoisseurs gets into that closed beta. You know what I mean? Hopefully y'all make it through the sign up, because once again, it starts July 23rd. So that's why I'm putting this out when I'm putting it out, because I want y'all to have I want y'all to know beforehand, so y'all can be up on it when it eventually is available to sign up for. And as far as console and PC, on console, you have to fill out a survey, whereas on PC, you have to visit the Marvel Rivals Steam store page on July 20th. So, and request access. So with that being said, I don't think there's anything else. Crossplay, I already talked about that. Initial impression, I already talked about that. Focus, primarily, okay, I talked about that. Yeah, so that's basically it. So with that being said, click my link tree in my bio. Let me know on one of my social medias. What do you think about Marvel Rivals? And if you haven't played it yet, which character are you most excited to play as?